guiding your team and establishing an organized structure for your work, whether collaboratively with your team or clients, and defining processes that everyone understands is not always easy. In our previous video, we discussed the 8 essential things managers and team leads must do to delegate effectively. We emphasized how vital processes and good organization are for delegation, but it goes beyond that. Without a proper structure for your processes, leaders find themselves in constant check-in meetings to steer the team. Individual expectations about how things should be done emerge, roles and responsibilities become unclear, and the team's pay and growth are hindered due to the absence of a fundamental element required for independent decision-making and collaboration. If you haven't watched the video on effective delegation, we recommend starting there. In this video, I'll guide you through the process of building a basic process using a tool like Nova. As always, you can choose other tools, but we, the Nova team, will be demonstrating with Nova in this example. In this example, I will walk you through the process of building a marketing plan. The goal is to use this as an example, but the same rules and structure can be applied to anything you work on. Product teams, design teams, marketing teams, business development teams, agencies, universities for group projects, accelerators for program creation, even experts in neuroscience collaborating and sharing information with their clients. Everyone can benefit from this approach. In general, you can create a process for anything that happens yearly, every time a new client comes in, or when a new project starts. Processes are not rigid. They serve as a foundation, offering a clear path for everyone involved to think about, act on, and collaborate effectively. Now, let's consider creating a marketing plan process for an agency. First, create a blank project. Think about the major milestones you always go through, or at least evaluate for every project. Write them down in a list. For example, market research, SWOT analysis, defining your buyer, brainstorming workshops, marketing strategy, multi-channel strategy, and a final milestone to measure success. There might be things to add or remove, and that's okay. The key is to have a basic structure, a skeleton, to give everyone a starting point without starting from scratch. You can make it visual using a workflow view, like this. You can even set start dates and approximate durations. Once you have the main milestones, add more details. A good process should guide new team members through it while working, providing clarity and confidence about the next steps, how the team works, expectations, and the criteria for decision-making. For example, for the SWOT analysis, you can use a tool in Nova that walks them through the process. If there are additional criteria your team evaluates, add a new step with tips and recommendations. The same goes for other milestones, also known as sessions. For instance, during the session to brainstorm marketing strategy, the team is guided to consider success criteria and make decisions based on that criteria. Even if something doesn't apply, they need to think about it and decide it's not applicable at this moment. All the processes in Nova can be defined to guide the team, help managers and organizations scale, and provide an organized workspace that empowers teams and individuals to make decisions. Each time you add a session or milestone, you can find a tool template for it in Nova and adapt it. Nova offers over 200 tools that guide the team with a step-by-step process included in the tool. Once your basic structure is done, save it. You can assign people as leaders or collaborators as part of the template. You can also add date dependencies and durations to automate parts of the process. When you start your next marketing plan for a new client, simply select the template you've built. It will be ready for you, your team, and even stakeholders like clients. How can you start? To get started with your team, schedule a meeting to discuss the project or your client's objectives. Spend 20 or 30 minutes going over the milestones, allowing everyone to suggest additional tasks or changes. Assign team members to specific tasks or milestones and ensure everyone understands their roles. Define a few due dates and discuss potential risk and concerns about getting there on time to keep everyone's expectations in mind. Additionally, ask team members to mark their tasks as done as they progress. Encourage them to document decisions and final conclusions in the session, making it easy for anyone to recall what decisions were made and why certain things were included or left out. If collaborating with external stakeholders, you can mark internal-only sessions as such and share the necessary sessions with clients or freelancers. Nova will automatically create to-dos for them and will add every session where their participation is required to their calendar. Additionally, all their notes and decisions can be easily highlighted by your team to ensure your clients and any additional stakeholders' decisions and knowledge is considered by the team. In conclusion, this method not only helps you get started, but also provides a comprehensive understanding of how easily you can create processes that aid scalability, provide clarity, and build trust within your team. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about implementing this in your organization, need a demo, or require assistance in building your processes, please contact us.